the first thing I want to touch on is we can go with let's start. Oh wait, let me bring up my tweet. There we go. Let's start with this. So since the last stream, the one game I was looking forward to this week, I actually wanted to play this because I never played the original Star Wars Battlefront and I didn't like the new ones. And you always hear so many positive things about it. It's just one of those games, you know, I couldn't afford when I was a kid. You couldn't play everything in that PS2 era. I was young, didn't have a job. And, you know, if your parents don't buy it, you ain't gonna get it. So it's a game I missed out on, right? So I was pretty happy when I heard that they were doing the HD collection, but it dropped this week and it's looking like the biggest turd of 2024 so far. Somehow they fucked up an HD collection for a 20-year-old game. Specifically, supposedly all of it's not the best, but specifically the PC version is the one that's getting really bad reviews. It's currently sitting at a 26% positive reviews. You do the math, how many negative that is. So like the big thing that like has been causing a lot of hoopla is apparently on the day it launched for the PC version, they only had 3 servers available. Now the multiplayer is a 64-man game, 32 versus 32. 10,000 people reportedly tried to hop online and play it once, and they couldn't because there was only 3 online servers. How the fuck did this happen? Like, was this published by EA? Who published this shit? Let's see, Star Wars Battlefront Collection, Steam. The game was literally binding glue and core. Yeah, like there's a video we posted on the GI channel because I'm gonna show you how bad this is. Overwhelmingly negative. It's also how the original file was like 3 gigs. This new one is like 60 gigs and it's worse. Was this published by EA? Oh no, it's developed by Asper and published by Asper. I thought it was just developed by Asper. I've never heard of them. So this is not an EA.
To that nigga in the chat for resubscribing. It's rough out here. So you a real ass nigga for that, my nigga.
Yo, shout out to Turismo with the sub. So we can't completely blame this on EA because it has nothing to do with them. Let me see. Twitter.com/GI updates. I've never seen overwhelmingly negative before. I've seen it, but yeah, it rarely happens. There was a video right here. So if you haven't seen gameplay, this is like a summary basically of it. So not only this is the worst part about it, right? So not only do the servers not work for most people because they only have 3 servers for this game, the people who are able to get online, it doesn't even load correctly. It looks like Legos, bruh. The textures don't load in properly. This is a 20-year-old game that can't load PS2 snow textures. Insane. So if you haven't heard and you haven't been put aware, because like I read too, it works better on console, but it still is having issues overall. If you haven't heard, stay away from this game, bro. I'm sure they'll patch it, but by the time they patch this shit, it'll probably be dead. Do not buy this game.
This should be enough money for TBH to cop a brick from Dr. Eggman.
Yo, shout out to Patrice with the sub. I appreciate it. Hurt my eyes. Yeah, this is insane behavior to see. I don't even know how, like, as a developer, you can put this out in good faith. Be like, yeah, this is it. This is it. Like they had to have known the state that it was in, and why not delay it? Why not delay it for another 6 months? Be like, sorry guys, the game is not where we need it to be. Because they just announced this game like a couple weeks ago.
That nigga in the chat for resubscribing. It's rough out here. So you a real ass nigga.
Yo, shout out to Ballward with the sub. I appreciate it. Like, you knew the state that this shit was in. So then all-time worst releases ever. Crazy. Star Wars Battlefront's classic collection developers respond after abysmal launch. The Battlefront collection launched on March 14th. And it sounds like it's a bit of a mess. As of this writing, the compilation has mostly been overwhelmingly negative user reviews on Steam with only 19%, so it dropped from 26 to 19%. Fans are complaining of online server instability and crashing. And after a day of controversy, developer Asper has put out a statement. The Asper team posted on the studio's support site claiming that it's experienced critical errors in its network when the classic collection launched. Critical errors? That would make sense if
for the gifted subs. I would use this money to put some fake chaos emeralds on my wrist, but Sonic already did that. My shit real, and I put that on Maria.
Yo, shout out to Revenge Blake with the 5 gifted subs. The issue is not just the critical errors with the server. but it's the fact there are no servers in the first place. So what do you mean critical error? What's the explanation for launching a multiplayer game on PC, PlayStation, and Xbox, and there's 3 servers? Was it 1 server per platform? What's the fuck the critical errors? What was the thought process behind that? The fuck out of here, bro. And that's because the team has been working to fix these problems so players can actually play matches without being disconnected. The full statement reads as follows. We'd like to thank the Battlefront community for their overwhelming support and feedback for the Star Wars Battlefront Classic Collection release. At launch, we experienced critical errors.
So I love to see when someone donates a sub to someone in the chat. Shout out to the new Section 8 subscriber.
Yo, shout out to Crypto with the sub. At launch, we experienced critical errors with our network infrastructure. The result was incredibly high ping, matchmaking errors, crashes, and servers not appearing in the browser. Translation, we never tested this game in the process of making it. Since launch, we've been working to address these issues and increase network stability, and we'll continue our efforts until our network infrastructure is stabilized to prevent further outages. Translation, y'all bought it, aha. Wait for us to fucking fix it, bro. if you wanna leave a complaint, you can hit this request form, bro. That's fucking funny. So I'm only bringing this shit up to let y'all know you might want to stay away from this one. This is a damn shame because I actually really did want to try this.
With this money, I can now ditch the janky plane I built and fly first class on Spirit Airlines.
Yo, shout out to Tierra with the sub. I appreciate you. What else I got for you? And some big booty news. Stellar Blade's sexiest outfit comes with a deadly consequence. You recommend trying it when it gets patched? I ain't played that shit. I'm not playing that shit. To all the horny people in the chat, over March 8th weekend, the Stellar Blade demo quietly appeared on the PlayStation Store for about an hour, and people flocked to their consoles to download a taste of it. Did anybody in the chat actually get to play it before it was taken down? One of PS5's most anticipated exclusives. Sony quickly pulled it from the store. Yeah, let's get to it. The outfit is hot, and Eve is hot. So, of course, people were being horny on the main. But while sex sells, beauty is pain. According to Automated Media, equipping this getup, known as the skin suit, comes with deadly consequences. Skin suits are outfits specially crafted by Mother Spear. The suit's description reads, it covers the body of the airborne squad member and deploys on its own and expands and contracts depending on the situation. In other words, it's like a living skin. The shield is disabled when you put on the skin suit.
Resubscribed doesn't mean I have to subscribe to the idea that I contribute to black on black crime. The Second Amendment is the right to bear arms. I swear on Maria's life, y'all niggas tripping.
Shout out to T with the sub. Here's some gameplay for you guys. You like this? You like that? Oh, I'm gonna play this game in slow motion. She moaning. Oh, whoa, god damn! What the fuck is this game? Wait a goddamn minute, bro. Oh shit. Oh, now I don't want to fucking load. They said that's enough horny with you. Yo, that was a very specific moan. She said, now I don't even load, bro. What the fuck? Oh, there we go. I missed it. Like, whoa. Bro, that shit jiggling. Yeah, they put a lot of effort into the physics. She came down like a stripper coming down the pole. Yeah, that moan was a moan, bro. Pornhub games, bro. In essence, as a Twitter user, Scorch HHJ said on March 13, dressing up Eve in the skin suit enables a hard mode. That's fucking funny. So if you want the sexiest outfit in the game, you're gonna have to play on fucking Elden Ring mode. You're gonna have to play on Dark Souls mode. It disables your shield and make you more vulnerable to damage.
Subscribed doesn't mean.
Yo, shout out to Savage with the sub.
That I contribute
I appreciate it.
Black crime. The second.
I ain't gonna lie, this shit is weird.
Arms. I swear on Maria's life, y'all niggas tripping.
This is funny too because it puts the game on hard mode.
Just dropped an insane number of subs in the chat. Definitely going to use that extra cash to deep throat some chili dog glizzy.
Yo, shout out to Del6 with the sub. This is funny because not only does it make the game hard, but the player's probably going to be hard. Oh my god.
It's rough out here, so you a real ass nigga for that, my nigga.
Yo, shout out to King of the Hearts with the sub. So not only will you be hard while playing this game, but the game's going to be harder. The question is, are you guys going to play with the hard suit or not? Hard mode is not on accident. I'm saying.
TBH was a capitalist. Why y'all keep gifting subs to the community? It's starting to look a little socialist up in this bitch.
Yo, shout out to Del for getting the sub. I appreciate it. What else I got for you? Oh, X-Men Yeah, we're playing the game for the story. X-Men 97. So we got a follow-up for this one, man. So last time I streamed, news broke that X-Men 97 premieres next week, which is the follow-up to the classic 90s X-Men show, which for those of you unaware, that's what made the X-Men popular. Not really the comic books. It was the TV show. And then people kind of went back in retrospective and Wolverine really helped because at that time in the 90s, Wolverine was a new character and the show really helped propel the X-Men to mainstream. So a direct follow-up, that show is coming out next week. And the show's main writer or whatever got kicked off. He got fired. Some news actually came out, but they were very quiet. They're very quiet about why. News actually came out, some details on why he got fired. Because I was like, yo, I was saying last week, I was like, what was it last week or like a few days ago? My bad, like a few days ago. I'm like, yo, Disney knows that that's bad press for the main person on the show to get fired right before it comes out. He must have did something really bad for them to say, we're going to have to eat this L, bruh. We're going to have to eat this. What the fuck is this article? What the? Yo, I didn't click this. X-Men 97 fired. We're going to say that. There we go. Let's go here. Earlier this week, the news broke that Marvel Studio had fired X-Men showrunner Cinco de Mayo. No reason was given, and fans have been left to speculate why he was dumped from the show right before the show premiered. He did excellent work writing seasons 1 and 2, and season 2. Did they already confirm that? What the fuck? Did he just let that go? I can't wait for fans to see the series, he told the trade. The entire team came together to create a revival worthy of the X-Men's 60-year legacy. From Stan and Jack to Claremont to the Lourdes, we're standing on the shoulders of giants. Honestly, that statement might as well have been written by Disney's PR team, and very well might have been. The site adds that they had the interview scheduled with Cinco de Mayo for this story. Man, where the juicy details at, bro? I thought they had some other shit. I saw some shit about an OnlyFans or some shit. So they simply parted ways. And I saw something about he was a nightmare. Hold on, let me see. Insider Jeff Snyder suggested that DeMaio's dismissal might not have only been due to the OnlyFans. According to what an insider told him, it could also be because DeMaio was described as difficult to work with, causing friction with Marvel's leadership. So basically, he was just hard-headed. No, it was the best-selling Marvel comics of the 80s. You're thinking about the original 1980. Oh, yeah, you're right. It flopped. It was canceled for 5 years. You're right, Ghost Runner. Would it be fair to say then the show took it to the next level because they had a resurgence in the 80s with the comic books? The show took it to like the next level. I still feel like the show made it mainstream, even if that 80s run. You said, damn, it was stubborn. Yeah, Cinco de Mayo, man. How your name Cinco de Mayo? You stubborn? It's supposed to be a good time. Hold up. Let me turn my air on. It's kind of hot in my house for some reason. What the fuck, bro? That's the honey pack. Yeah, my man came to work mad horny, bro. I wonder why my man's had an OnlyFans. Was Disney not paying him enough that he felt like he had to sling some dick? Was he actually stubborn, or were they just saying that to justify firing him? That's another valid point. He is black. That is a comment. That is, especially as a black man, that is a comment. That was something I was super cognizant of at G4. Like, when you in these corporate spaces, you got to be very, very careful about what you say because they'll be quick to label you the fucking angry black man, basically. So that is a fair point. It could be that. Interesting. We'll see how this one plays out. Here's some more news about the PS5 Pro. I seen some people come in the chat asking if I was going to buy it. Of course, when it comes out, I'll get it. Maybe even do like a review of it, but am I like super gung-ho about it? No, because like, who cares if it's 45% faster than the base PS5 and 4 times more powerful with the ray tracing and the 33.5 gigaflops? Who cares when we're just gonna get The Last of Us 3 remastered 3 times over? You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, it's got an AI accelerator, oh, just so we can play Spider-Man 3. Like, come on, guys. Yeah, what about the game? Where the games at, man? Where are the fucking games? Mid-gen update with only 3 games and 2 of them are remasters. Yeah, where's the fucking games at? Like, have we even pushed the PS5 and the Xbox Series X to their max hardware? Like, is it even time for a refresh? I feel like there really hasn't been a game that's been pushing boundaries and shit. More Foam Stars remastered. This was an interesting one. Yeah, gigaflops and gigaflops. You know what I mean? I didn't really see nobody talking about this. Apparently, for all my fans out there, are RuneScape. The creators of RuneScape just created their new MMORPG called Brighter Shores. It's releasing later this year with a free version and a premium pass version. And apparently, it's been in the works for 10 years. Is this a pirate game? I didn't actually look at the footage. Let's look at the footage. King Kong 2. What?
So you
Keep in mind, Twitter video, it fucking compresses the fuck out of shit.
Hope Port Town Guard? Then here's what you need to know.
It looks like
Just
RuneScape.
about fighting fire toads. We
Fire
also
toad.
investigate potential threats
Is this like Final Fantasy Tactics?
and help out the people we meet.
I feel like with all the cross-gen titles, it hurts the current gen consoles. What, Moonlight? Are you saying that 11-year-old hardware like the PS4 hurts the production of games on the PS5?
Thanks for the resub. You've got one loyal fan base. Although not as loyal as Amy's dumbass
Yeah,
is.
shout out to Mac. And I'm not insulting you. I'm more so like cracking jokes at people who don't realize that, because you're right. You're 100% right. I've been saying this for the longest, bro. Gaming is not a poor man's hobby. I don't care about inclusivity. You have an 11-year-old computer and you're upset that, and it's funny, like it's counteractive, right? Because like these are the same people that'll sit on Twitter and be like, I don't really see any games that's pushing the graphics. Well, it's kind of hard to push graphics when you niggas won't put your fucking
Shout out to
PS4 in the
that nigga
trash.
in the chat for resubscribing. It's rough out here, so you a real ass nigga for that, my nigga.
Yo, shout out to Goozy Baka with the sub. It's hard to push the boundaries of the hardware, and that's why I said earlier, do we even need a PS5 Pro? It's hard to tell because you motherfuckers will not stop playing
Appreciate the
2K on
follow, you
PS4.
Disgusting black creature.
Shout out to whoever just followed. That's why parts of this generation console feel kind of useless. Yeah, it like honestly, like this current gen of consoles just feels like an upres of last gen's games, but not because the hardware isn't
Just
capable.
because
It's hard to
this nigga
tell.
resubscribed
It's just
doesn't mean I have to subscribe to the idea that I contribute to black on black crime. The Second Amendment is the right to bear arms. I swear on Maria's life, y'all niggas tripping.
what's the name? Yeah, like it's hard to tell because we really haven't been given the chance to push the boundaries. The PS4 is going to be 15 years old, and people are like, is it coming to PS4? Oh my god, take that shit out back and shoot that shit,
To
dog.
learn how to use magic, alchemy, and
Motherfuckers love it. Got roaches in your PS4. Fuck
you will
you.
also be trained in essential survival skills like fishing, blacksmithing, and
How y'all feeling about this game, though?
dinosaurs.
I've never played RuneScape, so I don't know.
Set
I don't know
sail
shit about
for
this.
Brighter shores today.
Been research. It looks like it plays like RuneScape, almost like World of Warcraft, an all-new adventure from the award-winning MMORPG of Andrew Gower. It's like RuneScape with better graphics. Like, but the thing is, like, I never. People who enjoy RuneScape, I'm not mad at it though, like, because it was really popular at one time, and like, kind of going back to like the whole PS4, PS5 thing. The thing about I like about people who play RuneScape, and people who play like League too, is like they know their place in a sense that like, instead of bitching and complaining that X, Y, and Z won't come to the PS4, like niggas who play RuneScape, they go play RuneScape. Like they know their PC is not powerful enough to play Ghost of Tsushima on PC. So instead, they just play RuneScape out of the web browser. And like, I respect that instead of trying to hold gaming back. Versus motherfuckers on console. Like, motherfuckers be like, I don't have the best PC. I don't have a console. But I'm going to play games built for me. I'm going to play fucking RuneScape. I'm going to play some mini clip. Going to play some Super Smash Bros. Flash. The Teen Titans fighting game. This game is made by the same people who made RuneScape. Like, they stay in their place. I respect that. This game is for you niggas, bro. X-Men vs Street Fighter Online. Doesn't really look like my cup of tea, but it doesn't look bad. What up, Aya? I remember Super Smash Flash. Yeah, I used to play X-Men vs Street Fighter Online. That shit was fire. That was the whole game, but like online. I still to this day, I don't know how they pulled that off for like legal reasons. So keep your eye on that. I don't know when this comes out. What is this called? Brighter Shores? When does this shit come out? Super Smash Flash. Oh, is it already out? It's on Steam. It comes out later this year, Q3 2024, so spring. Keep an eye on this. I mean, if there's nothing else to play, I'll try it. If there's nothing else going on in spring, I try it. Man, I'm playing Ghost of Tsushima on my Steam Deck. What a beautiful time to be alive. Isn't that such a great thing? I remember being a kid and playing, what was it? My favorite game as a kid was Ocarina of Time. I remember playing that game and just thinking, I was like, yo, if there ever comes a day where like I could play Ocarina of Time on the go, like on a Game Boy, not only have we reached that point, we've gone past it. And it's just a beautiful thing to see. But I feel like sometimes we're so spoiled, people don't think about that. They just want one more. Although we do need to switch too, because that shit looking hella ashy. But like the Ghost of Tsushima and shit, crazy. DC isn't interested in Wonder Woman movies right now, the director says. So if you guys wanted Wonder Woman 1985, the follow-up to the classic 84, it's not coming. Moving on. What else do I have? Some GTA shit. Hold on, let me pull up these other articles I have. Boom, boom. And pull up that and that. I got a few more articles for y'all, and then we're gonna hop into the show.
Thanks for the resub. You've got one loyal fan base, although not as loyal as Amy's dumbass is to me.
Where's that, bro? What the fuck? I lost an article. Oh no, it's right here. Okay, here we go. So we're gonna open up with this. Shout out to Big Von with the sub. I'm ready for the full dive into VR. It's gonna be a while. It's gonna be a while for that, bro. We need killer apps. You got an Apple headset, Raunchy? What up, Joan? GTA 6 will be the most important thing to ever release, an analyst says. This is I'm not gonna lie, I don't like quotes like this. This is the type of shit that sets people up to fail. Grand Theft Auto 6 stormed to the front page of every, yeah, we know. Recently, Matt Piscatella, an expert analyst with Circana, sat down with GameIndustries.biz to discuss the financial outlook for the games industry, suggesting that we, as a global community, need to be more overachievers like Palworld as spending dives. What? Yeah, it's a loaded statement. That's the type of thing, because this statement is not even coming from Rockstar. It's coming from an outside and like source. But the thing is, most people's comprehension is fucking low. It's below sea level. So people will see an article headline like this on Twitter and they'll assume Rockstar said it versus some random analyst in the industry or whatever. So keep that in mind. Rockstar didn't say this, but I was like, I don't like statements like that. It's hella loaded and it sets people up to fail. This game's gonna sell regardless. But like, you know, you don't want to set expectations too damn high. That's how you set up people to fucking fail. I don't like this statement right here either. He says we need to be overachievers as a community, like Palworld as spending dives. Translation, we need you to spend more money. How about you make better games? They gonna drop that shit for free and break the internet? What? They're gonna drop that shit for free and break the internet? You talking about Grand Theft Auto 6? Prince, just say you can't afford it, bro. That... Rockstar, the company that for the last, when did it come out? 2013? For the last 11 years, the company that has pumped out update after update full of shark cards, clothing drops, heist and shit, and charge you for every second of the way.
You've got one loyal fan base.
Yo.
Although not as loyal as Amy's dumbass is to me.
Shout out to Andy with the sub. You think that company that's been making money off of because let's keep it a buck. Grand Theft Auto 6 should have came out 5 years ago. The game should have been came out, but the GTA role players found the game, and then they just started dropping more and more content for it and charging people nickels and dimes for this shit. And they made a massive amount of money. And you think that company that made that amount of money is going to give it up? Grand Theft Auto is a strong enough IP. They can charge. Unfortunately, I think the opposite of what you just said could happen. And there's been articles coming out with the CEO talking about this shit. Don't be surprised if this game is $100, $150. And the worst part is they'll be able to get away with it. And they sell this shit in millions upon millions. It's going to make money. So no, this shit is not going to be free. Because niggas is going to buy this shit. I'm glad you're live since JG isn't streaming today. I saw that clip. I said, I see Ronan found his way to fucking JG stream, bro. Said the base game's going to be at least 70. At least 70. And like if they don't do like $100, the base game will be 70, and then they'll come out with like $100 version that has like the best content in it. So everybody's gonna feel everybody's gonna feel tempted to get that version because everybody's gonna want to be. This is gonna be one of those games where like I'm predicting it, and I feel like anybody can predict this. When Grand Theft Auto 6 comes out, if you want to be a content creator, there will be a gold rush for it. Grand Theft Auto 6, a lot of people you're gonna find some new content creators in the gaming space are gonna blow up off of this. Like I said, this shit's gonna make money, bro. Trust and believe. And it's not just the role play; it could be the single player content, mods. There's so much different types of content that I feel like people forgot that was popular in Grand Theft Auto 5 before the role playing. Role playing came last. What is this shit you linked, Ronan? A few days ago, GTA 6 was revealed. Another person claimed to have seen the trailer earlier. Everything they said came true. Character with gold teeth and dreadlocks appears and greets another character.
Someone really just spent $5 on this whack-ass stream instead of Rouge the Bat's OnlyFans?
Who just subbed?
Someone just followed you, just like how my loser ass follows Sonic everywhere.
Oh, shout out to Prince of the MP. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not reading the rest of this, and let me tell you why. Detective, his mind is just blown that somebody was able to predict that there will be a character with gold teeth and dreadlocks in a game that takes place in fucking Miami. What? Before the trailer came out, I could have predicted that. Like, come on, bro. Get the fuck out of here, bro. Yeah, Ronan, no more links. No way. It's going to be Florida niggas in a Florida game? No way. I think people missed out on the role player makers got contacted by Rockstar for GTA 6. Yeah, I see what you're saying. Sources say it's always followed by some bullshit. Yeah. This shit's fucking funny. We should boost. It's been a rough year or so for the games industry from more than 1,600 layoffs in the 18 months. I seen Respawn just had some layoffs too, unfortunately. So the cancellation of the games that look phenomenal on paper, gamers and industry workers worldwide have come to terms with the intense struggles of late. There's a light at the end of the tunnel, according to Piscatella, who spoke recently to Gaming Industry Biz. This is going to be a tough year, but if you look towards 2025, if interest rates come down and money becomes a little more free-flowing to the developers and publishers, we should get a boost in the development cycle again. We're going to get a renewed batch of interest with GTA 6 in particular. There's probably never been a more important thing to ever release in the industry, so no pressure. I get what he's saying. Basically, like, we're in an economic downturn in the gaming space. A lot of people are losing their jobs. So he's basically saying we need GTA 6 to succeed in order to restore faith in investors and basically, re-up on the hiring and shit. I get what he's saying, but it's still weird to put that all on Grand Theft Auto 6. At this point, I think Ronan spent all his high school years in a small classroom with the same teacher for every subject. You missed the final bullet point of that tweet. No, I didn't, bro. I'm not reading this shit. This will be interesting. Regardless, this is gonna sell well. I think it's gonna sell well. It's foul. Yeah, they shouldn't put that on their body. But like, bro, we need you to save the industry. What else I got? Former Battlefield director has nothing positive to say about EA. Speaking of layoffs, former Battlefield director Marcus Leto has taken to Twitter to make it clear that he has nothing nice to say about his former employee EA after leaving the company in February, which means he really doesn't like them, because keep in mind, EA is a power player in the gaming space. They must have did something really bad for him to come out and speak, because for those of you unaware, like, it's very easy to get blackballed in any business. Like, this is the type of shit that can get you blackballed, because companies might look at this and be like, oh, we believe what he's saying. EA isn't shit, but we don't want to hire him over here at our studio, because if we do something they don't like, they might say something about us. Not been saying much here since I don't have anything positive to say about EA. My recent departure and how so many, including my team, are suffering due to the industry's sweeping layoffs, he said. I love your IG reel about Magneto versus Iron Man. Hey, welcome to the stream, Kiri. Is that how you say your name, Kiri? Welcome to the stream. EA is a shit company. Don't say that. Just a day after Leto made his departure from the company public, EA announced that it was laying off 5% of its global force. Yeah, we know. An announcement of the studio's closure. Laura Mills, president of EA and technology, seemed to insinuate that Leto's exit was a part of the reason for the studio's closure. Did you see the clip about the black dev at EA? Nah, what is it? Marcus Leto recently made a personal decision to leave the company, she said. To ensure our work continues uninterrupted, we immediately appointed leadership at Criterion to oversee our single-player work. As part of this change, we'll be winding down Ridgeline as a standalone studio in Seattle, with some team members joining the Ripple Effect. Damn, bro. He said he not fucking with EA bad. What did the black developer? You got a link to that shit? What the black developer say about EA? I think Final Fantasy 16 killed it for Final Fantasy 7 Rebirth. Yeah, Reddit's not selling well. I I think it also came out at a bad time too, with Rise of Ronin and Dragon's Dogma around the corner. People have a limited amount of money to spend, so it's like if you have 3 different RPGs to spend money on, some people might not want to play Final Fantasy VII again, and they might want to play Rise of Ronin or Dragon's Dogma. Let's see. Sweden's Embracer sells Star Wars Maker. Let's see. Said, damn, not selling well. I feel like there should have been more hype and promo. Yeah, it's not. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know. I feel like I like the gameplay, but I haven't played it like in a week. And the reason being is I got to in the second, if you're playing the game, on the second island, it introduces mini games that are like a component to the story. I'm not gonna lie, I don't like that shit. Who's playing Final Fantasy VII Rebirth? The Fort Condor shit. I'm like, I just want to play with Cloud and the gang and play the story. I was like, why do I have to? That shit would have been cool if it was like if it was side stuff, but I was like, I don't really like it. It's kind of killing my vibe for the game. Yeah, some of those mini games be getting me tight. I hate the mini games. It's too many. It'll probably sell more over time. I feel like people had too much Final Fantasy already. It could be that too. But I do feel like there's a more of a negative sentiment around it, and it's because of those. A lot of reviews did bring up the mini games, and like I got into that part in the story, and like I'm not gonna lie, I put the game down. I was like, I'm not really having fun with this shit, and you're forcing me to do this shit. Like I just want to see what happens with Sephiroth, Cloud. Why the fuck do I have to play a fucking tower defense game? I hate tower defense games, and now you're forcing me to play it. I didn't buy this game to do that shit. Riddle with Depth. Sweden's Embracers sells Star Wars game maker for 500 million. Mini game. Yeah, it feels like they're padding the game with that shit. Swedish gaming company Embracer Group has sold a big chunk of its big subsidiaries. U.S. headquarters Saber Interactive is dealing a total of 500 million. Is this good news? Does this mean we're gonna get that KOTOR remake? Because I know that joint was in trouble. The buyer for this topic, something I never understood, Embracer Studio making Star Wars remake of a game that is ass. I think a lot of people are also confused about the remake being wait, what? For this topic, something I never understood, Embracer Studio making a Star Wars remake of a game that's ass. KOTOR is not ass, bro. What are you talking about? You must be thinking of a different game. KOTOR is considered a classic. KOTOR is what put BioWare on the map. What are you talking about, dog? Are you thinking of a different Star Wars game? I was looking forward to this shit. Yeah, KOTOR is legendary, bro. Before there was Mass Effect, it was KOTOR. The buyer is yes, Embracer is the reason Space Marine 2 got a year-long delay. Holding company recently, I had to read that back. I was like, did I read that right? Formed by none other than Saber-Own's co-founder Matthew Karch. In a letter shared with Bloomberg, Karch said he was buying back the rights to his company and many of his studios because they represent the best of what Saber can be. Shout out to him buying his shit back. They too young. Maybe that's what it is. There's a lot of padding in the quest as well as submissions dragging out the overall quest. Are you talking about Final Fantasy? There's a reason everyone wants it to come back. Yeah, like matter of fact, when I was working at G4, I did a port report on the mobile version of KOTOR, and just like playing it for like a couple hours, I instantly understood why people love the game, because I loved it right off bat. Like there was several characters that I had met throughout the adventure, my short time of playing, that I had already liked. Very well written. It was fun. Yeah, I was like, did my eyes to see? I was like, I didn't beat KOTOR because, like I said, I was too young when it first came out, but I recently played it. I was like, I see why people love this game. I could tell within the first couple hours. I was like, this has the BioWare magic to it that's missing in a lot of the recent BioWare games. But I was like, I played it for a couple hours and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna wait till the remake comes out.